Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Final Factory. Let's get back to it. Last episode, I think we left off, we were working on this objective over here on the left. Automate production of planetary research bots. And we kind of got started on that. We learned how to make the recycled asteroid research bots. So we have production of that set up. And then if we look at what's left for us to complete that recipe, this guy right here, we need inserter bots. Inserter bots are right here. We saw we need plasma engine parts, which we already have in production, and we have medium density structures already in production over here. And we were talking about maybe moving the plasma engines like over this way or something, and then moving these medium density things up and doing the factory here. I have a different idea for what I want to do. But let's look a little bit more at what else we're going to need for these planetary research bots. The last item here that we need is fabricators, and I couldn't find these last episode. They are in intermediates. This guy right here, fabricators. This takes 2 robotic parts and 2 low density structures. Low density structures we already have produced over, I think, from the bauxite, if I'm not mistaken. But we don't have robotic parts. Those are right here as well. And those take medium density structures. So before we get to spaghetti here, I was thinking about how we could restructure the factory so we can kind of scale and stay organized as we go forward. And before I talk about what I want to do, let's pick a research. Are we still researching? Where asteroid research required? We're over here. Oh yeah, we're just about done. So we'll let that go for another minute. I think what I want to do is kind of create a bit of a bus and take our bauxite and ship that up north. Take our silicon, ship that up north, and take our iron and ship it up north and start creating a bus. And then build our factories maybe off to the right, pulling resources off of that bus and building factories kind of over on the right side. If we look at the recipes again, and we look at the category structures, this is stuff we're probably not going to automate unless we really need to. Some of the stuff we may have to craft in machines. We might not be able to handcraft it. For example, these rocket adapters, I don't think we can handcraft these. I've got plenty of iron on me, I've got plenty of bauxite, and I cannot handcraft that. But I don't think we'll be setting up factories for these. So if we look at the components, at least the ones we've unlocked so far, these low densities take bauxite, these guys medium take iron and only iron, and then these AI controller circuit recipes take silica and only silica. And if I'm not mistaken, if we look at the rest of the recipes here, we just glance at them, I don't think anything else takes the raw resources, right? These intermediaries are made up of components, density structures, low density structures, robotic parts and low density structures. And then this is another resource, or another couple of resources that are from processing existing ones. So I think what we can do, I'm looking at this, we can assume that all bauxite should just be turned into low density structures, all iron into mediums, and all silica into AI controller circuits. That's the assumptions I'm going to work under for now. And those will be the first 3 things that we put on our bus. So I want to restructure things. Now we can pick research. Let's make sure this keeps moving forward. Antimatter tech. I think this is a better way for us to generate power. Let's research this guy. Boom. That's going to be instantaneous. Complete repair augments. 1 tech. Increases the healing rate of units stationed at logistic stations. Sure. Ship armor. Why not? Let's get it off the list here. Laser turrets. Good for defenses. We'll take it. We got power distribution. Let's just do some of these. Actually, this one I want. I want this one pretty badly. Station movement programming tech allows for the construction of the command core, which allows for programming movement commands to the station it's attached to. This, I think, is going to allow us to set up like freighter ships and move resources long distance. Let's get that going. We have a bit more research to do on that. And then, yeah, I want to rework these things into buses. And I think what we'll do is have a these are low density structures here, right? Yeah. We'll create a kind of pathway for low density structures coming up from this asteroid. And we'll try and do this iron somewhere in the middle, or no, sorry, the silica somewhere in the middle, and then the iron over here to the side. We'll just leave a bunch of space. So let's get on it. Let's get on it. Meanwhile, we'll keep the research going, and then once we get the buses in place, or the bus in place, we'll move back to doing the planetary research bots. I'm going to turn that off. So what we want to do here, kind of want to clean this up a little bit. A little bit. How can I do it? If I break you off, this guy, can I move you reasonably? Click to move station. I want to move you over here. I'm looking for my land button. Let's land that over there, and I want to move this over just a little bit. Be different. You there. And there. Up and up. Basically, I just want to move this guy over. Take you out, you out, you out. I can grab the inventory out of that. Get rid of it. That can go. That can go. That can go. I'll take your inventory. I can probably make use of that bauxite. And then we can actually do maybe a copy on this guy. Isn't entirely necessary, but I just want to get it looking a little better. You can go. I guess I got to get you out of the way first. This guy is going to pipe his output that way. And in the bauxite like that. I can get you to land where I want you to, right there. Right. Okay, that's a little better, so we're scaling off to the right. That's the whole reason I did that. You need a filter. You are sending your completed parts over. So this is low density structures. And then this area where we're converting low density structures into plasma engine parts, that needs to kind of break off. So let's break that off here. I'm gonna take you and you. We're gonna kind of destroy our factory a little bit while we get this reorganized. I'm gonna move you guys off to the right. First, you're gonna be right in the way of that. Be up and to the right. And you somewhere up here out of the way. And this guy's going to get a freight station. Whoops. Where is that? This guy right here. Logistics bay. Okay, and this will be our kind of path of low density structures going up. At least one kind of quote unquote belt of those going up. We can always add more. Now I need to take all this stuff. This has all got to move way over here somewhere. Let's do it. I'm gonna get rid of this for now. Take that inventory. Get rid of... we'll just move this whole thing. Could just cut and paste it. I wonder if that's even faster. Let's move it up and out of the way. This guy can go up a little further. Just moving it north to get out of the range of this portal here that's going to get in our way. While I'm over here, let's put down another defensive guy, just till we get things worked out, so we don't get attacked while we're doing things. This guy's going to want power. Here come the bats. Need cargo ship here to move things up for us. Plunk that there for now. You are gonna land somewhere up over here. This piece is meant to be our factory that's producing these guys, right? Plasma engine parts. So let's see if we can kind of reconstruct this. I want, where are you? This guy, logistics bay. I guess I should be putting these on the hotbar. Then we can adjust the hotbar as we go to make it more efficient. You go there. Now, I think I'm going to just rebuild this. Assembler. There for now. You. Thinking how I want to do this. Maybe cargo. Let's do 2. Cargo. One of these guys, maybe. This guy over a bit. Move this guy over a bit. Somewhere out of my way. In fact, this guy is just a reference anyway, so let's move you down here. This guy, well, right there. Okay, I'm looking for my landing button. Land you right there. Boink. This guy. Assembler. Using those. This guy wants power. Power there. Power there. Power there. Filter here. This is going to be low density structures coming through. Okay, that guy's complaining about heat. This is just our little reference here, so let me move this guy further away. You can put heatsink on top. So what I'm doing right now is just recreating the factory that is producing the mining drones, basically, right? This is our ship assembler doing miner bots. Yeah. That's all I'm doing, and I'm just assembling it, or setting up this factory so it's pulling resources off of what's eventually going to be like a bus of low-density structures. This guy wants more power. Doesn't need more power. I guess we'll go with just one. Okay. Now we've got these guys coming out of here. Oops, let's get a couple connectors. Boink, boink. And then I always like having a buffer for some unknown reason. This is going to be you guys. This guy wants more power. I'm going to throw some over here. Boom. And now we want this guy to feed into... it looks like just one of these. I think this piece right here, right? Can I cut you? I'm just thinking if I want this all together as one station, I think that's probably fine. Boink, boink. That guy wants power. I don't know if it needs the heatsink. I'm going to take it off and we'll find out. Power. Let's get more of these queued up. Solar panels. Boink. Still needs power. That looks like it's it. Let's make this look a little prettier. Okay, no available mining stations. Good. That's all good. So that is that factory taken care of. Now we've got... so this can all go bye-bye, I think. Can I... If I cut... Will issue a command to remove the stations being cut. Yeah, I don't want any of this anymore. We can grab the inventory out of there. Probably repurpose it into... into this guy. I'm gonna get rid of these components I don't need. Get rid of that box and get rid of that box. Oops. Yes, that's one. That's one little refactor. Now we need this whole operation to change, right? So let's move this cluster up. Too far out of range. Land you over here somewhere. This guy. There for now. So this factory is doing what? Our research bots, our asteroid research bots, boom, and it's doing our bats, right? That's probably okay, or do we want to separate those out? We can keep them together for now, I suppose, but now we need to bring up these guys here, AI circuits, so they're going to be on their own separate bus. Is all protected. They're protected by our little defensive guy here. Move this guy too. Maybe I can get him started moving. This guy, land. Gonna go somewhere up that way. You can start moving. If we put rocket engines on these, they would move way, way, way faster. We're just operating off of like kind of impulse power. Okay, we need these guys automated as a factory. We might be fine just as we are over here. Kind of got things. I mean, we'll need to scale up, but we can scale up off to the right, adding more mining platforms and more atomic printers. This looks kind of good the way it is. So now we can get rid of this. Rid of all that. I'll grab all these into my inventory and we'll throw them into the factory because we're probably not going to need those. This guy goes away. Boom. And now I need another. I need to make sure these are full distance. So I'm gonna take this stuff out too. Grab all that. Grab all that. Grab our cargo ship. Boom. Just kind of want to max these out. Put another these logistic stations. Boink. Solar on you, and yet another cargo ship here. Let's see how I'm doing it. I'm using up a lot of space. This is not going to be compact. I'm not too worried about that. I am a little worried about defenses. Let's put down one of those. In fact, let's get this guy on the hotbar somewhere. Like I said, I'll try and organize the hotbar some other time. Don't want to mess with it now. Be nice. Let's try right there. Then we need one more of these guys. Let's craft some of them too while I'm in here. Working ships. Get 10 more of those queued up. And we'll throw them on the hotbar somewhere random. I don't have to keep going into the inventory. Gotta try and break my habit of doing that. Yep. Boom. So yeah, so what we need this time, we need these engines, so we're going to have to recreate those. That is this little bit of factory right here, I think. Can I copy? That. Yeah, let's copy that. Put down another logistics bay. Right there. Give this guy some power, add a connector. Let's craft more of those logistics bays if we have resources to do it. 10 more of those queued up so we don't run out. You're gonna send low density structures. Where's my filter? Now I can access it. I should be able to. Connector needs a filter. Okay, I'm trying. There we go. Density structures are gonna come through there. Whoops. Let's do from here, this guy. Okay, so now we've got a second factory producing these plasma engines for us. Awesome, I like it. And then this guy is going to need... some things are going to change here for sure. We're going to come in from this other side. Not horrible spacing. We need logistics. Right somewhere along here. Power on that, buddy. Maybe another defensive guy over here. Just be extra cautious. And another cargo delivery guy. How do I want you to do this? Do I want you to cache resources or not? Just thinking. These don't have the hugest inventory. Let's do this. We can always change these designs later. Huh. I do this though. I do this, then I gotta add another logistics guy. Maybe we won't do that. Like I said, we can always come back and revisit the design. But I need you to come out this way. Kind of line these up for looksies. Wonder if I can put a solar... Yeah, I guess I wonder if our solar panel can go here. Yeah, it doesn't get in our cargo ship's way, so that's fine. I'll take it. Now I guess we could do the caching. We'll follow what we did below. Boom, boom, and a little bit of storage. And a little bit of power. Poink. Poink. And then we got one of these. Do I have these on the hotbar? I do. I've only got 8 left. Inserter bots. Let's get more of those crafted. So we don't run out 10 of those. You're going to do that for me. Do we want the extra storage like this? Let's do it. Can I land you over here, or are you going to complain? You're going to complain. You have to be totally out of the way. We'll do that. We're going to mimic what's down here, basically, right? So, that. You, and you. You, and you. We're going to snap in like that, I think. Boom. Kind of like where we're heading. Kind of like where we're heading. This is going to make things a bit more organized. We want you coming through these little AI circuits. Probably need to do the same thing. Nope. That one didn't need a filter. Okay, so AI circuits are coming in. Here's our other little dudes. So we're probably... Let's see. Can I... Thinking about how best I want to do, how to do this. Guess I can come up through here and just make sure that these are traveling in that direction. Looks like they are. Like that's how it was. That's probably fine where it's at. Let's get rid of this. Just route these upwards and we'll see. This stuff can go. If we need more power, we'll pin some on, but Not sure if we need the station core. I guess we could take that off and just see. But these are now one big station. Which kind of makes sense. Oh. Yeah, we need to change this guy. Yeah, we used to send up the AI circuits. Now we're going to send these up. Think we're good. How can we tell for sure? This isn't really needed. Let's disconnect this. I'm just gonna pull that connector off. Yeah, they do need some stability somehow. Get rid of all this stuff. Oh man, I got a bunch of parts now I don't really need in my inventory. We can just reuse you, land you right there, and then use a couple struts. Let's get those on the hotbar. Probably stand to craft a few more of those. Boink, boink. Okay, everybody's happy. I think we're good. I'm a little nervous. Clear production of these. Grab a bunch. I want to see it all kind of working. Okay, yeah, there's a problem. It's a good thing we tested these. Just need to be reversed. Not sure if there is a way to reverse these. I think that just clears the filter. Whoops. Just erase these and we'll put them in the right direction now that the resources are coming in the other way. Boink and boink. We want AI circuits to flow through. I think we should be good. I'm going to try and get rid of some of this extra stuff I have on me. I'm going to load these guys up with parts I have in my inventory. In fact, I might even... Let's see. Wrong button. Kind of want to get rid of this stuff. I do this just to get that out of my inventory. I'll probably forget about this and these will stay around forever. All right, nice. So that is kind of refactored and done. What about another defensive guy up here for now? Hopefully you can see where I'm going with this. Now we have two kind of buses that are in place. Now we need to get this bus way out here in place, and we can actually start thinking about the next thing to work on, which is, let's pick research before I forget. What's next? Increase your personal fleet capacity by 20. Look, we don't have much regular research right now. Increases the healing rate of units stationed at logistics stations and defense platforms. Let's do that. These guys all doing their thing. It looks like it. Now this asteroid's going to run out of resources before too long. We've got 44,304 or 300 and whatever, about 300. So we'll have to figure out how we want to kind of replenish this bus. I mean, eventually we can bring like cargo ships, our own custom cargo ships. Ooh, defenses. Might want another. Yeah, we might want another defensive building down here to protect this area. I think the attacks are going to get stronger. Maybe one here. All right, so now we're a little more organized. What's next? What's next is we need to produce those inserter bots. It takes portable engine parts and the medium density structures. So we need to send medium density structures up, way the heck up. Let's get that going. Then we'll probably call it an episode there. I've got, what is this guy? Oh, that's my atomic printer. Going into storage here. Storage there, fine. Let's do it from the hotbar here. One of you. Just use this guy. Kind of want this just 2 up. Power. Structure. We're going to scale this guy out. Let's, you can maybe move over a little bit. Let's get a station. Do I have those in the hopper? I don't. Let's put them down there. Station core. Boom. Struts for you. Move the heat sink maybe over here. Then we'll scale this out this way maybe. What else? What else? Power. Okay, power's looking good right now. Structure is stable. We just need to haul this stuff up, man, way up. Boom. Maybe another defensive platform over here. This guy wants power. Where did I do it on these other ones? Off to that side, huh? Does it make sense to line these up for looks? Maybe not. What we're going to do is build a factory over here for the, what do they call those? Inserter bots? Yep. And we need to go a little bit higher, it looks like. Boom. So that factory is going to sit... we may even want one of these research things. Can we... I have those. Don't have them on my hotbar. I do have one in inventory. This guy. I don't have enough resources to build anymore. Can I slap this guy on here and just see what we get? Is that gonna put things up for us? No, he's not happy. He's not really connected either, I don't think. Let's see if that'll beat back the fog over here. Over. Curious, can I even connect you up? There it goes. Yeah, we still need more power. Let's throw some more solar. That may help a little. We'll see. Okay, Okay, the factory here for inserter bots is what you need. Plasma engine parts, medium density structures. So we're going to do another plasma engine part factory. So that is where? That's this factory right here, right? Oh no. So we are going to cross. We're going to cross paths here. Let's see what happens. So crossing paths with the AI circuits and these guys coming up here, the low density structures. Let's see if I put one of these guys here. Can they at least hold 2 products each? Like it can, right? And then what happens next? If I do another one going up, we're just going to do a little experiment. I have to set a filter. Oh, how do I know what you're going to take? That's not what I want. That's not what I want. So we'll have to think that through. Tell you what, let's wrap this episode here. I'm going to give it some thought. It could be that we put another... Well, let's just do it. Let's do it, and then we'll call it an episode here in a second. If I take this guy out... And I take this guy out. Okay. Clear all that. Clear all that. This guy goes, this guy goes. This guy, all this stuff goes for now. And I have this guy send across a little bit further than he was. So anywhere just past that would be fine. In fact, do we want it this way? Get that, whoops. Do it vertical. Maybe that'll mean something later to us. An inserter bot. Power. So that's restored, and now this won't be... We got 2 over here. That won't bring the wrong materials over, right? So as we cross these paths, yeah, we just need to make sure we don't try and share a logistics bay. There's probably a reason to do that. And we could put, you know, connectors here and then filter that way and ensure the right products go in the right direction. But I think if we do this, it's going to be a little bit easier to keep track of things. But yeah, let's wrap it up there. Next episode, we're going to create those inserter bots. We need those again for the planetary research bots. That's our objective here in the left. Let's pick another research. About here. It'll allow us to have more bats or more vehicles in our fleet. But yeah, not bad. Now I think we're set up to kind of at least build things organized. It's super duper spread out. But actually, I don't mind that too much at all. And we also have to figure out what happens when these asteroids are depleted. What are we going to do to keep the bus, you know, saturated with the materials that we're after? But this is going to make it a little easier, I think, a lot easier to avoid spaghetti and at least understand where our factories are and what resources they consume. But yeah, that's it for this one. Again, this video is sponsored by Never Games Limited. I want to thank them for the support. Final Factory releases into early access on April 9th, 2024. Awesome, awesome game. I got all the links in the description for the Discord, the Steam page, all that good stuff. And that's it for this one. I want to thank Glidercat patrons and channel members for their support. Deeply, deeply appreciated. And with that, I'll see you all in the next episode.